She's like a non-stop working, non-stop. She can be tired, she can be sick, she can be anything, but when Tamara has to work, she will deliver.
You know, sometimes you have to take things into your own hands, otherwise it doesn't happen.
No, you are such a to me.
Why are you laughing? Actually, who is the crazy friend here? Everybody's looking. He always does this when I have a hair appointment, no matter what. Still doing my Duolingo. And then I was stressed, then my team was stressed.
I'm so happy.
And now I can relax.
The Scottish and the Serbs are very similar. We both
think?
love to drink alcohol.
And he laughed so much at my hair.
This is an ambush, and they put me here against my will.
It just feels like it was so much. Hello, New York Fashion Week. Hello, my lovelies. Hello, my favorite people. I am ecstatic to be in New York. I think you can tell by the mood. Unpacked everything, settled at our home in New York, which is where we always kind of stay for Fashion Week, really enjoying New York in September. It's so beautiful. It's warm, not too hot. It's perfect. Arrived last night, quite late. I have to admit I was a little bit jet-lagged, pretty much like showered, did a little cocktail, went to bed, and now we're ready for, I think, what's going to be our busiest day of New York Fashion Week, bizarrely. I think I lost count of which New York Fashion Week this is for me, but I know it's like beyond the 20th. So we've done more than 10 years of New York Fashion Week, and I have to say, finally, after 10 years, can I just say, it feels like finally things are coming into place. In a way. This morning, we're already on our second coffee, even though it's only 9:10. I say only, but actually it's already 9:10 because we have a fitting at 9:30. So I'm not gonna keep you too long. We're going for Carolina Herrera fitting. I'm gonna bring you with us. I just need to change quickly my outfit and let's go. Anyway, we got the schedule, but it's a very strict schedule and yeah, very tight. I'll be probably waking up every day at 5 to post from yesterday night, and so that I can post 2 posts in a day, so I can have enough time, you know what I mean? Yeah, Dunia's right, we need to set up alarms. Okay, we're having like so many things, but actually too few days, which usually was our problem with Milan Fashion Week, no? But now is the problem with New York, because New York is getting shorter and shorter. We have like Herrera, Ling, which is an incredible designer that is also been nominated for CFDA awards. We have Khaite, we have Nanushka, Off-White, which is like new in New York. We have Michael Kors, and we have a lot of projects from like Prada, Veronica Beard, CHOO, and other things that we also have to squeeze in all in the schedule. But we have like fun concepts for everything what we want to shoot and how we want to shoot it. It's just the point is like kind of managing the calendar. But we're gonna do well. We're gonna do well. We're still motivated because we just started. Thank you. Cannot even tell you, we're just talking about in the lift, like New York traffic.
No, it's crazy. I know.
Wow. I'll be very fast. I don't want to keep you guys waiting. I picked something. Let's see, maybe I'll go something out of my comfort zone. Okay. Thank you so much, Annabelle. Thank you. Ah, this is nice. Oh, I love this top. I wonder what could I wear this with. Right? It's very elegant. Right, wait, right? Yeah. Not yet. Right? Is this supposed to be in front? Let me see. Or maybe the tying goes in the back.
Yeah, I think the tie does go in the
Goes
back.
back. Me too. Now that I put it on, I was like, oh, thank you so much.
Of course.
I love the look. Me too. To be honest, I think this is gonna be my look. I'm just gonna try one more for fun.
Easy.
Let's see for the bag. Cute?
Yeah.
I'm happy. 5. Let's see. Oh, love it. Actually, this is really beautiful, but the other one is more me.
I love this. More like office.
I agree. I think like the other one is also more my style.
Prada.
Right? Done with the first fitting. I think actually it's the only fitting because most of the looks are already in the hotel room because we asked for them as there's not much time. Like I think I already said, I love this look by the way, but the look that I chose for the show is 100% me and I love it. I love it. It was love at first sight. So done. It was a 5-minute fitting. So happy with my look. Okay, you guys will see. You'll have to see like towards the end of the video probably. But mission accomplished. And I even got a gift. Pair of sunglasses. Very happy. I love this Uber we just got in because I can actually type in my YouTube channel and we can watch my latest vlog, which I hope you guys have seen already. And if not, you should watch it after this one, so that the next passenger that comes in, they'll have my vlog on. I have Herrera and I have Ling.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm excited. How's being home, doing this at home, comparing to Paris?
Doesn't compare.
Because you're from New York, right?
Yes.
Yes, I remember we had this conversation last year.
Yes. Working in Paris
It's quite nice, huh?
is quite the treat.
Actually, this morning when we took an Uber to this fitting, it took us like 40 minutes, and I realized like in Milan or in Paris, 40 minutes you're like already at the airport.
Oh yeah. No.
You know what I mean?
40 minutes takes 1 mile. here. It's crazy.
Crazy. And I said to my team in the lift, I said, you know what? I feel like I'm coming from a village. And for the first time, I'm in a big city. I'm like, oh my God, 40 minutes in a car?
Yep.
But it's okay. Have you got a busy week? Lots of girls?
Yes. Yesterday, I did the US Open.
Amazing.
So, we did a lot of hair for that.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I've just been working all week.
Well done.
12 days straight.
Wow, 12 days, no day off?
Nope. Finally. Monday.
And on your feet every day.
Yeah.
That's, I think,
I'm
honestly,
used to it though.
I'm sure. Because I remember in my previous life, I used to be a pharmacist.
Ah.
And that's on your feet all day long. When the new people come in, like, you know, in the pharmacy, and they're like, can I have a seat? Like, for just for 5 minutes? I remember at the beginning, it's so hard to adjust.
No, it's very hard. Like after COVID,
That
was
was-
an adjustment. Big time. Because you're not on your feet for
Yeah.
like 4 months, I think it was
Yeah.
for us. And it made such a difference.
Yeah. What do you find the most challenging about Fashion Week?
Honestly, getting around to each appointment and making sure everything gets done in a timely manner, runs smoothly. Because again, the traffic, not cute.
I think
That's really it.
I agree on that one with
Yeah.
you. It's not even
Just
when you're
making-
there, it's between.
Exactly. Making everything run nice and smooth.
It's good then when you see all the girls with all the beautiful hairs that you've done.
Yes.
And you're like, yes, amazing.
And I personally found what I love doing the most is the influencers
Yeah.
going to the shows. So I'm glad I found like that niche
Yeah.
for Fashion Week on which I like to do.
Oh, I'm so happy.
It's the best feeling, like just here hanging out with you, getting you all done. There's
Love
nothing
that.
better.
Love that. Thank you. I'm excited. Okay guys, I'm actually ready for my first show of New York Fashion Week, which is going to be Area. I filmed the whole TikTok about getting dressed for it, and you'll probably see it here on YouTube Shorts as well. This is going to be my bag of the day, or of the first show, not even of the day, of the hour. One thing I wanted to show you, it's like a very, very old trick. So I'm wearing my own blazer on top of this outfit just because I felt a little bit nude without it. I want the sleeves to be quite high up, but I want them to stay, and I don't want to keep doing this, you know? So this is a very old trick. I'm sure many of you know it already, but in case you don't, I'll show you how to keep sleeves staying like this. You take like a hair tie, just like a simple one, and you put it over a sleeve. So you put it like approximately there, and then you fold the sleeve over the hair tie so no one's gonna know. Ta-da! It's gonna stay here, and now I don't have to worry about it. How good is that? This is the look. The jeans are Area, the top is Area, the blazer's the Row. My shoes are gonna be my new mules from Victoria Beckham that you've already seen. And the bag is Bottega that I just saw are coming. This bag is coming in many, many, many new colors, like including lighter gray, etc. So I'll link it below. And that's it. Let's go. She said she texted me, but I never received a message.
It's a lie. It's a lie. I actually did. Yeah. I'll show you. I'll pull it up.
Oh, you look fabulous.
Thank you.
Oh, you're so cute.
Twinning. Oh, I love this.
Love it. Oh, you look so nice.
I tried. Hi. Oh my gosh, look at you. Look at you with your professional little
Right?
setup. I love it.
You like it?
Well, look who I'm with. Everybody's fave. Tamara.
Cassie looks fabulous. Fabulous. You did text me. Okay.
So the problem is on your
forgiven.
end. Yeah, somebody didn't pay their phone bill.
I had to buy Birkins. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Area, and right after Area we got the best pickup. Guess who? Hi.
Pedro. Thank you.
We are on our way. Actually, we literally have 7 minutes and we have to be back at the hotel. Today is, I told you, our busiest day. But I wanted to tell you a little bit about the Area show. This was Area's 10-year anniversary show and it was really grand. I mean, the brand is about maximalism, which was very clear. I think you could have seen it, and it was a lot about hands, but some of the looks, like towards the end, you kind of don't see it's about the hands until you come really close. Like the yellow looked like a seaweed bush kind of dress, and there were some really kind of like wow pieces. Very red carpet. My favorite was like a silver fringe red carpet gown. I think that was like wow. And one thing about Area is that the silhouette of whatever it is, whether it's a tracksuit or a dress, it like really is flattering. So that was it. It was very smoky. And now, like I told you, we literally have 5 minutes. But fun fact, so while we were in lift, baby, Annabelle asked me, because when we arrived there was like a huge queue outside.
Yeah.
And then like we didn't queue because I have my seat, right?
Yeah.
So she asked me like, oh my God, have you seen the queue? Like, did you ever have to queue?
Yeah.
And I said, of course. All the years at the beginning, I would come. I used to have a standing ticket, you know, to the show. And then I would come, I would have to queue, whether it's February and it's like -10, because I used to do New York Fashion Week, even when it was like blizzard times. I had to queue, do the whole show standing, make sure to get the content. And I was still so happy to be at the show. So it's not like you start today and then tomorrow you're at the front row of a show. It's been a lot of hustle, huh? I think for both Area and me, we're around 10-year plus anniversary in my case.
Okay, thank you so much, Sam. You're the best.
Maybe next time when you come to Fashion Week with me, I'm gonna give you like a phone booth. You know, like a phone for a little room where you have to stand and do the phone call. Okay, guys, and straight from Area. Like literally, the Area show finished at 1:50, and Mary we had an appointment with Mary at 2 to do makeup, so we had to run. But the traffic in New York, honestly, I think like it's never been worse. Now I'm squatting on the chair, we're doing makeup because we're using some of the best Laura Mercier products to achieve a look for Grace Ling show, which is at 4, so we'll have some time, but we want to create content beforehand. Basically, the schedule is a bit like it's a bit like that, you know? You just have to always run behind the time a little bit, but that's okay, like Alice in Wonderland. So this little squat here on the chair right now. So how's your week been, Mary? It's been busy? Yeah?
Busy. Fashion week is always crazy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Have you done lots of makeup looks today?
Today you're my second one, and then I have one more after that.
Okay.
So not too bad. But
Love it. Nice. You can get creative, or people don't let you much creativity? How's it been so far?
it depends on the client. I have clients that always want the same thing, and then some who wants to get creative.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like to get creative.
Of course, like a real artist. Nice. Well, we're now kind of full house, getting ready, and you guys are gonna see the look. It's literally, I think, my favorite look of New York Fashion Week. Guys, now my team is like, okay, now we also love the look. I love it. I think it's really cool. I just realized I haven't actually finished the TikTok. I started, but I never finished it. We'll try. I'm loving also the makeup that Mary, the makeup artist, did from Laura Mercier. So natural, beautiful. She has her own lash brand. So here we're just like giving her a little shout out as well. It's called Lash Lash. Really, she was so nice. So here's my look. Really leggy, but I love it. With this bra underneath. As we got out of the room and we were waiting for a taxi, I saw that my looks were arriving because someone was delivering a look. I have no idea what it is. Maybe my off-white look or Nanushka. That's what we don't have yet. Now we're heading into the car and we're off to Ling. Not yet, but one day.
Soon.
Soon. But I'll still come and stay here.
Oh, that's a beautiful thing.
I love it here. Hello, Pedro. We are back.
Yeah.
If it was someone else, because I was like strangling you. Okay, you're lucky that I can clean your... How are you?
Oh my god, I love!
Yeah?
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it.
I love that we're matching boobs.
Oh my god, this is amazing.
We have
I love the brand so much.
I love the brand. Are you sitting here?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I hoped I was sitting next to you. Somewhere here. I'm also A, but I don't know where. Hello. Yeah?
Can we go to that wall?
Sure.
Thanks.
Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're in this most beautiful, beautiful location, which I don't think you can actually see the venue very well because I'm sure the background is fully blurry, but I wanted to show you the look properly. This Ling full look with my Tiffany jewels. These are like all mine, like my Elsa Peretti necklace and the Elsa Peretti bone cuff bracelets. Victoria Beckham mules. These mules are proving already so useful. But I have to say one thing. I love to introduce you guys to the designers that maybe you do not know or maybe they're not yet out there. But please have a look at Ling because her work is exceptional. It's like a mix of these kind of like metals and molding and liquid, and I don't know, it's so poetic and so dramatic, but still keeping it simple in a way. The collection, there was like some kind of like bird, like crow inspiration. There was a lot of like nest and bird, like a bag, and the flower impression. We all got like a bouquet of flower, all the guests, and a joint. I actually gifted mine to my team. So, you know, hopefully they're gonna have a good time in New York. And now we're leaving the show because we have to go and shoot it.
È Leonardo, sono sicura. Ah, finalmente. Sono felice. Mamma.
Yes, 10 in a row.
Guarda, Lorenzo è qua nel giardino del vicino.
Giardino nel vicino, ok. Vieni, ecco il vostro cane. I'm quickly doing my Duolingo so I don't lose my streak, which by the way is currently day 235. Not so bad, huh? I mean, I'm really dedicated. When I'm dedicated, I'm dedicated. Non è un cane arancione, vero? This is my next one. So anyway, doing my Duolingo, then we're shooting a reel, and then apparently whole team and Filippo were going for a burger. Yay! Day one of New York Fashion Week is done. I think it was successful. We made it to all the shows on time. It started with Carolina Herrera fitting, and traffic in New York was so bad. It took us like 45 minutes just to the fitting. My heart was pumping, but we made it. Like then at the fitting, they said it was the fastest fitting they've ever done. 5-minute fitting. I picked my outfit, love my outfit. We had to quickly run home to have a hair touch up, which was also very successful. I actually know the hairdresser from before she's done my hair in February, and also she did my hair for the Vogue World, and we've done the hair with Bumble and Bumble. That's so cute. Then I headed to Area, the show you guys have seen. I saw Cassie, that was really cute. I haven't seen really at Area many people that I know this time, but I think like everybody was a little bit scattered around the venue, that is. And then a makeup with Laura Mercier. Mary did my hair makeup. I think she did a great job actually, just like a touch up on the eyes predominantly. She said I did a good job with the base already, so I was very happy. After that I headed to Ling, which was my highlight of today. I love the outfit. It was very much out of my comfort zone, but you know, you need to sometimes get yourself out of that comfort zone. At the Ling show, I saw Caro. I met her friend who said, oh my god, Caro always talks about you. But what was so funny is that he said, oh, I heard so much about you. She said you're her crazy friend. And I was like, no, Caro is the crazy friend. I was a bit like, actually, who is the crazy friend here now? I'm wondering. Okay, you're lucky that I can clean your... It's already like 6 p.m. So basically, if I had to go to the bank today, I wouldn't have time because we were busy 9 to 6, fully, not a second free, which is okay. Because I'm very happy also with the content that we took, and I see that you guys are happy because I saw that you put lots of likes and comments and everything on the content on Instagram, so thank you so much for that. It was so successful because it was our busiest day that at the end we decided to go with a team for burgers. Fashion Week. Good morning, guys. We're starting the day with the hair. Well, actually, no, that's not fully true. We actually started the day very early today, shooting a little project for Jimmy Choo. So got dressed, got up, went for a little walk around, and then along the way we also shot a few pictures, which hopefully you either saw already on Instagram or you're about to see. And then really starting the day with good vibes. Here are my ladies from Frank Provo. We are doing, I don't know how many years now we've been doing the hair together.
6 years.
6? So many times. It's very difficult to kind of be innovative because with my hair that is very coarse and difficult to handle, I need someone that really knows it and knows how to do it. And Alex really knows. So I'm very grateful to the Frank Provo team for handling it, especially because it's raining today. So I need all the support possible. Right, Alex?
Yes, right.
My hair is quite difficult, don't you think?
No, it's easy.
No, but you know what I mean. It's not like
yeah.
It's not like you put a ponytail and it like you need to really know how to do it, secure it.
Yeah.
It's also because it's curly naturally when it rains. You know, like someone, if they think just like, oh, you just put it in a ponytail, it's never gonna last.
Yeah.
What is your favorite hair in the 6 years that you did for me?
You know the ponytail with a lot of pins here?
Yeah.
Like Ariana Grande?
Like with the safety pins?
Yeah. And
Okay.
I think it's the bun in Milano.
Which one?
With
I know.
Yeah.
For Etro.
Yeah.
At the back, it was
Yes.
crazy. I remember. I know for sure. I'll tell you a secret. When you did my hair with the crystals in the middle, do you remember?
Oh, yes.
I met Filippo that night, and he laughed so much at my hair. Filippo!
LOL!
He said it was ridiculous.
Yeah?
Because he thought, like, you know, he's a rock and roll guy. Baby, do you remember the crystals I had? Yeah. It was Alex.
The old Alex.
The old Alex.
Yeah.
The new Alex would never do something like that.
It was really a cool trend, and I loved that hair. But Filippo,
I remember this one.
it was
nice.
super nice.
If I knew that they were coming, I would have done my hair as well. It's quite an important day for me. No, I'm not joking.
Yeah? Okay. Filippo is going to the finale of US Open today. Very important day for Filippo, and everybody needs to pray.
I'm watching the finale because I'm working.
And everybody needs to
Are
pray.
you working? Okay.
He's playing, no? Just
Well, basically I am. Yes.
he told
The
me.
stress is the same amount.
He told me that I have to pray to Saint Vasily today, to that everything goes the right way. So I'm taking it seriously. Anyway, let's do the hair, and we'll update you in a second. You know, he always does this when I have a hair appointment, no matter what. He's like, maybe I should also have a hair appointment. So funny.
Dry shampoo, wow, this is against my
These are really the backstage that
Okay.
you have.
Oh my god.
Because I never brush my hair, so I don't really know how to do that.
Try.
Poopy, poopy.
Try, baby.
That's it.
So you arrived last night?
Yeah.
Yeah. And is it very, very, very busy, or it's okay?
Today it's okay.
Okay, good. Monday is Carolina Herrera,
Yeah.
and Tuesday is Michael Kors. So those are the two big ones.
Exactly. And for Carolina and Herrera, it was like even we're starting at 6 a.m. because everybody wanted to be ready, and it's like I was like I don't have any spot left. So
My God.
either we start at like 5 a.m.
Or do the night before and sleep.
do the night
Sleep
before.
with it.
Exactly. So
What time do I see you on Monday? 9. Oh, I'm so lucky. But we can even do like a super quick one, you know?
no, but even for you, always
Thank you.
work it out.
Guys, you know when you like order food and you're so excited for it and it takes forever to come and then there's no cutlery? As if we didn't wait already, all of us, for like forever to eat. And now we have to wait for cutlery as well. And it wouldn't be so bad, but it's 12 here, which means that it's already 6 p.m. in Milan and we haven't had any food, just coffees, but it's okay. I'm watching the vlog that's going live this Sunday to make sure everything's fine. And after that, we have to shoot one more project, but it's raining a little bit outside. And after that, we're going to a show. We have 2 shows today, Nanushka and Kate. Filippo was very stressed this morning, right? He was like, not like in a bad, when he's stressed, he's not like angry or anything like that. He's just like, he's moving a lot, right? he's like, and he was very stressed this morning because he's gone to the US Open finale, which you guys know already, and he's very on it. So he left. We can do our work, but first things first, we really need to eat. Look how delicious this oatmeal looks. It's very good. Thank you. We cannot wait anymore, so we're like going to get it. You know, sometimes you have to take things into your own hands, otherwise it doesn't happen, unfortunately. Most of the times, actually. That's a little advice to you. Okay guys, so since today our first show is at 4, we're basically using all the morning to kind of shoot projects, to do as many things as possible, and also for me to keep the team awake. You know, if I let them have like time off until 4, they'd sleep, right? No? Why are you laughing?
No, it's okay.
Yeah, also to have some free time. We'll see. We'll save it to the end. Well, I was gonna show you what's in my bag because I'm wearing this new... I'm kidding, obviously, by the way. I don't like... Kinda.
No.
Kinda kidding,
no,
kinda not
like
kidding.
You're super mean.
Yeah?
But it's not. It's not like that.
But I have the best team. That's the fact, honestly. I was gonna show you what's in the bag, and there's nothing. Literally nothing. There is a pair of sunglasses, a Summer Fridays lip balm, a Prada lipstick, and my wallet. So, since there's nothing inside of my new The Romar Go clutch, I'm gonna show you what's inside of our grocery bag. How many groceries did we get? So, yesterday, after we had burgers, we stopped by Trader Joe's to get some stuff for the car. And actually, you guys picked everything for the snacks. So let's see. I think Filippo actually picked this one. It's the pretzel breadsticks. Twisty rustic pretzel-like breadsticks. Okay. Then something that it's already eaten half is the pretzel slims. Is it good? Do you want it? Yes. Okay, it's good, I think. Then another thing that Annabelle picked that I think is very good, Filippo said, he even gave her like a congratulations for the choice, dark chocolate covered mini pretzels. Then a lot of these dark chocolate mini pretzels, like mini bags, a lot of them around the bag. I'm curious about this one, dark chocolate almond butter pretzel nuggets. Is everything pretzel that you guys picked?
Yeah.
Okay, there is also Bamba puffed peanut and corn snacks. I think this is the only thing that I picked, actually. Or this, Crunchy Pops potato, pea and corn snack. Then we also have Trader Joe's slightly coated dark chocolate almonds. That's very good, by the way. Dark chocolate bark, almond pretzel and sea salt, because we don't have enough pretzels. I just realized that this corn snack is also chocolate covered, and we also have some almond cups and also Simply Nutty dark chocolate peanut almond bars. Oh, and Filippo picked this, but I'm not sure about it. Sesame honey almonds. Okay, guys, I'm sure you're hungry after this, right? Okay, well, I think I'm gonna try. You know what I'm curious about? Where is it? I'm curious about this. So I'm gonna try this and I'll let you know what it's like.
It is so nice to meet you. Oh my God, we're upset. This is hilarious. See where you're going.
Shooting done. Very happy. And now I'm gonna change into this dress, which is from Nanushka, and we're going to Nanushka fashion show. It's really cool actually to go in New York to a fashion show of a brand that comes from kind of my part of the world. It's a brand that started in Hungary, so very actually close to my hometown in a way, like because I'm from north of Serbia. So very, very excited to go and support them. But one thing I wanted to tell you guys, very important, is how are my New York followers so amazing? I literally need the answer in comments, because so far I met so many of you and you guys are so friendly and so kind, and I feel like you're my friends and we've known each other. And I mean, we had this morning a girl who was driving. She looked so cool. She was like driving through Soho and she opened the window and she screamed, Tamara! And I loved it. Like I met so many of you today that inspired me and that give me so much energy to just keep doing this. So thank you so much. I don't know what you guys eat here or drink here, but you are fabulous. Guys, 1 second, we were taking content, like, and whatever, and another second, like, the sky opened, and basically, even my dress got soaked. I don't know if you can see. And we're heading to Nanushka. So I have this like beautiful kind of like kiwi color dress. It's gorgeous, you know, like a bit of bohemian vibes. I really love this, like the bone cuffs, the necklace. I'm wearing these, I don't know if you can see, but these Bottega cool ropey sandals and my LP little L21 with snakeskin, so gorgeous. But honestly, what? If this is gonna be the weather for Kate, we're in trouble because I'm literally wearing an organza nothing. Okay, I think we're too early. Cats and dogs, you've seen it. My dress was wet, but it's kind of humid, so it dried. Like humid as in hot humid. We're currently in Nanushka. This dress is from Nanushka. Clearly I've shown you an outfit, but so you can see some details better as well. The venue is really beautiful. It's a small show, I have to say, but it has some kind of like letters hanging off the ceiling. I'm excited to see what it's kind of like gonna be about, especially because I think like it's such a, like so much that this brand can offer. So, ready, steady, let's go find a seat and watch the show. No one's sitting to my left, no one's sitting to my right. All the other seats are full. Just me, alone here. Okay, never mind. Guys, well, I have not a seated partner on my right or left, but I met Thomas. And guess what? He was just in Serbia.
Yes, I was. I was just filming in Serbia. Beautiful.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, Scotland is beautiful.
Scotland is beautiful. The Scottish and the Serbs are very similar. We both love to drink alcohol.
That's true. Yeah. That's true. Did you try rakia?
I did.
Yeah? It's like 150% alcohol.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to see what you filmed. What did you film? Can you tell us what you filmed?
Yeah, it's called Family Secrets. It'll be out next year.
Can't wait. Okay, we're gonna watch Family Secrets next year. Thomas is in it and he filmed it in Serbia. So, happy!
Nice to see you tomorrow.
I haven't seen you.
It's been ages.
Wherever. I'll see you guys. Try to make it work, but it still ends up the worst, and I'm crazy. I don't think anybody's gonna wanna listen to me sing. Sorry, I was just trying to read the line, next line for the reel that we're doing or TikTok. I don't even know what it is, but it's gonna be like a recap for New York Fashion Week. Guys. It was only like one show today, but we've done so many things. So I think I told you, like, we shot like a Jimmy Choo project, which was like an Instagram post and a TikTok. Then we shot like another project. Then I feel like we've done something else in between, no? It just feels like it was so much. Is it just me? Yeah, anyway. Also, it started raining and we shot Nanushka, and like literally the show was finished and 5 minutes later I already published. We're trying to publish everything as live as possible. And I still need to do my Duolingo because the time is gonna run out. But now, the next show we're going to is Khaite, which is at 7 p.m. And we need to logistically figure out how to do it so there's maybe still daylight outside for the recap, because we need a daylight for the recap. So I think what's gonna happen is I'm gonna put the dress on now, we shoot the recap, and then come later to change again for the zillionth time today. But basically it's all logistics with Fashion Week. It's not even like difficult, it's just like you have to really plan and organize things, otherwise they don't work out. Still doing my Duolingo. And eating pizza. Lucia of Soho. I feel really tired now. I had to shower because I needed like an energy boost. It's 5:37. I feel like it's 9:37. Filippo is still at US Open, eating this pizza, finishing it, and we're gonna leave in like 15 minutes, I think, so we can create content and stuff, maybe a little bit more, for Khaite before it gets dark. My outfit is so beautiful. I actually really love it. Can't wait to show it to you guys. And that's that. Long story short, I am just very tired. I'm just getting dressed, putting on the shoes for the Khaite show, and I'm like such a bride. I love it. I need a hand free. There we go. How cute does this look? Look at this white dress. Is in my such a bride era. I got this Khaite bag, Khaite shoes. Love the shoes actually, and these Alaya silver earrings, and just a tennis bracelet. Basically, we're keeping it quite simple. My engagement ring, and let's go to Khaite. Khaite is usually one of my highlights when it comes to New York Fashion Week, but I feel like that doesn't need to be said, right? I really wanted to make this Fashion Week sort of like for me and also for you guys a mix of some of my favorites, some of sort of like new up and coming but like really amazing things for you guys also to discover, some of the known brands like Nanushka that maybe like deserve even more hype but are, I think, personally at a better price point. So there's gonna be like a mix of everything, if you ask me. But I feel like you will know, judging from like all of my hauls and shopping habits, how much I love Khaite. Actually, today we were walking past the boutique on Mercer Street in New York, and it was really hard not to enter. What helped is that there was a queue of people outside waiting to get in, so I was like, okay, we had to move on because the schedule is intense. So really excited to see what's going to be on the runway today. The last two were pretty dark in terms of actual setup and production, but like very sort of like cool New Yorker, a bit of like rock and roll even, with these like feminine touches such as this beautiful silk organza dress. So super excited to see what's gonna be up on the schedule for Khaite. Excited, and you guys will be the first to find out. Baby, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Baby. Yes, baby. We're all so happy. All so happy. I'm so happy.
Enjoy the show, baby. I love you.
I love you. We celebrate tonight.
Huh?
We celebrate tonight.
Yes. Bye, baby.
dress? No, it's a top.
It's so beautiful,
Très jolie.
right? Thank
J'adore.
you. Moi aussi, j'adore. You're so cold, baby.
I'm so cold. I was shooting for 45 minutes outside and I froze.
But no rain, at least.
At least no rain. Thank God we got so lucky.
Yeah.
I'm in very good mood because Filippo was at US Open.
Yeah.
And like, you know, he's like now working also in tennis and everything got well and his player won. And now I can relax and my team can also relax. Because you know how Filippo's energy overpowers the whole room.
I know. But no, he's not coming here tonight,
No,
is he?
he was supposed to be here.
Oh.
Well,
because I saw him last time. I remember him coming at the show.
He's very close to Kate.
Yeah.
How has your New York Fashion Week been, my love?
Good. I mean, I came too late. I should have come earlier because I missed Ralph Lauren. Did you go?
No, I came day after.
Okay, so you also missed Proenza because it was so early.
No, I couldn't do it this year.
No?
It was too early. It was before the Fashion Week. I was still in Venice, I think. How's Paris?
You baby.
All good?
We moved.
I know, you're happy?
Yeah.
What do you expect from Kate tonight?
I mean, Kate is always perfection. Like, I mean, all in front of every look. Most of the time, there's not one single look that I don't like. But I like all the spirit of the big sleeves, very feminine, very chic, not too revealing.
Yeah.
You know,
but
and I like this.
In sensual, in a way, right?
Exactly. And
Love it.
all the accessories. I love all the accessories. Shoes, bags,
So
obsessed.
good.
You too, right? We've been fans forever.
Forever.
I remember us like the boots during COVID.
Oh my
remember?
God!
Yes.
I remember.
We had these boots moments.
Oh,
Yeah.
so good. Actually, I really love, like, remember that one Christmas we spent at your house?
Of course, I remember.
So good.
Of course.
Well,
I mean, we needed these cozy moments. COVID had a good
100.
side because it's allowed us to spend more time together and have more pizza together.
correct.
Right?
Pizza was good. And Cards Against
Yes.
Humanity.
But just the human side, just settle and, you know, be cozy.
I agree. Well, anyway, the show's about to start, so we're gonna settle in, we'll show you a bit of atmosphere, and let's see what Kate prepared for us. Guys, that was so much better than even I could have imagined. Like, it was incredible. First of all, the venue was really bright, which was amazing because I could see the clothes really well. Then, like, it started with the Guns N' Roses soundtrack, really like Kate mood 100%. But like the clothes was to die for. So many beautiful dresses, like these kind of like organza, kind of like knotted pieces in gorgeous shapes. I really like the cropped jackets with like skirts, cropped, kind of like almost square, like boxy style jackets. That was really, really good. Then I'd say like it's really going kind of like still the same story as Kate started, but it's like just continuation of it all, like that feminine but a little bit different, like a cool feminine vibe, which I loved. I feel like it was a lot smaller show than usually, so a lot less people. What I really liked is just the fact that I could have seen the clothes so much better. Shoes were also really good. I saw these one sandals that were insane. I feel like the clothes has so much more work and details than usually. Wow, I'm curious to see how that collection is gonna be when it actually lands, like the commercial pieces. That's gonna be amazing. Nobody can convince me that today was only like one day with the amount of things that we've done. So we started the day pretty early. We had to shoot a project for Jimmy Choo. It was raining a little bit, but it was all fine. I actually really liked the pictures. The first moment of the day was that my assistant and I were dressed the same. I think that was actually quite funny. Filippo pointed that out, but I loved it. I think we have good taste. That's why, right, Annabelle? Yeah, uniform. Yeah, that was the kind of whole joke of the morning. The hairdresser arrived even before we got back here, but they were entertained by Filippo, luckily. We shot another project, which is still a little secret. You guys are gonna have to wait and see until Paris to see. Realized when we got back to the hotel that we don't have the key. But it was all fine. We got back to the room finally. We went to Nanushka show. Started raining on the way while we were shooting. It was raining so much that I cannot even tell you. Nanushka was really nice. It was quite like a light version of New York Fashion Week. I saw a lot of influencers there, a lot of content creators, a lot of socialites, a lot of entrepreneurs. So it was quite cute in that sense. Got back, but because I was so cold, I had a shower. Was keeping up with US Open, which was very nerve-wracking. It's not looking good now. Sabalenka was actually winning, but then somehow it like got all turned around and then she was losing and then I was stressed, then my team was stressed, but we got ready for Khaite. And I have to say it was freezing in that organza dress, freezing, like I could not feel my hands. It was pins and needles in my hands, but eventually everything was fine. The show was insane. Now, supposed to go out celebrate with Filippo the victory. I think he's gonna be a while and I could literally go to bed now, even though it's 8 p.m. So that's it for today. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another day, but same setup. My Frank Provo team's here. We're doing another updo because basically with weather in New York and with my hair, that's kind of the safest bet. But we will change it up for tomorrow because we're really hoping for like, you know, a little refresh. So today is going to be actually a little bit better. As we're kind of proceeding, the fashion week is getting lighter and lighter, I would say. We have an off-white show today. We have first Veronica Beard presentation, then the off-white show, then which is like obviously Filippo's kind of like working on as well. I love it. And then we are heading to shoot a project with Caro and Ksenia for Prada. So 3 of us are working on something. And my lovely team that wants me, they said we need her for a month. So I even got a breakfast, which is overnight oats from Matchaful here in New York. So I'm gonna have that, have my coffee, get my hair done, and we're already heading to our first appointment. And then we're gonna really have to rush to Off-White because Anna Wintour is coming, so the show's not gonna be that late. Can I say that, Filippo? Can I give the inside info? Everybody knows that. So the show has to be on time because Anna's coming. When Anna's not coming, show can start whenever. You guys know how it is, but when she's there. I have like actually a fun anecdote. Once she arrived to a show and Filippo was waiting for her and she asked Filippo, am I late? And he said, no, we're just early. So yeah, I'll just leave it there. We're on our way to Veronica Beard presentation. I also need to collect a look that we need to take some pictures later. It's like a very, very hectic morning because then we have the Off-White show under the Brooklyn Bridge at 12. So everything in the morning. But we're just discussing, it's a beautiful sunny day. It's dry comparing to yesterday. And it wasn't really supposed to be, I think, but what's really lucky because the show's outside and we were discussing some of the craziest fashion show experiences we had because sometimes shows would be outside and without a plan B for the weather situation. So for example, this year when we went with Dior to Scotland, we were so lucky that it was sunny because it was outside. But then remember last year, cruise show Louis Vuitton in Lago Maggiore, it was pouring down with rain and they had to change last minute the show to be inside because the rain was like unheard of, floods. I also remember once I was at the Rodarte show, I believe, in New York, and it was pouring. They were giving like umbrellas, but Cara and I were sitting next to each other, and everybody with umbrellas means that your neighbor's umbrella is just pouring into your back or into, you know what I mean? Like it was crazy. Today we're very lucky with the weather. Hopefully it stays that way for just a few more hours. So after the show, it's all gonna be fine. I think we're gonna take it a little bit easier today. After we go to Off-White and we take some pictures, we shoot Prada project that we have, and then we're gonna take like an easy afternoon. We deserved it. We worked so hard. And it's Sunday. If you really want to know, this is kind of how it works, right? You get your seat allocation, like you can be second or third row, and whatever, fifth row. My first shows were like fifth row or standing. It's funny because I remember my first ever New York Fashion Week, there was this blizzard Mimo. Like it was so bad that when you arrived to the show, many people wouldn't be able to make it. So like imagine you live here and there's a blizzard, you're not gonna be coming to a fashion show, right? Or whatever, because you're stuck. So I was staying very close to Lincoln Center. It was where the shows were at. I walked there, freezing cold, of course. Probably like couldn't even afford the taxi, I don't know. And then when I got there, it was half an empty sort of like venue. So eventually they moved me, I think from the fifth row where I was supposed to sit, they moved me to like a third row. That was a third row, so I was like very happy. But then I think that season, or maybe like a year later, I got to a show, I think it was Lacoste. I just sat front row because basically I was very late and they were like, just find your seat, you know? So I sat front row. I wasn't supposed to be there at all. I mean, and then I was so nervous that someone's gonna come and tell me that that's their seat and that I have to get up. So I realized that trying to do those kind of things wasn't really for me. Like it was so uncomfortable, and they were like, just sit, it's fine, like just sit somewhere, you know, because show's about to start, you have to take seats. So you see a lot of people, like even yesterday at Nanushka, like there were people like who moved, like, you know, because there were spaces and stuff, and it's kind of like a normal thing. You always want to fill up the front rows, but it doesn't feel the same when you sit front row and you're not supposed to be there, but when you actually earn a front row. And I think it's with anything like that in life, even with like, you know, it's not the same if someone gives you the money as you earn the money, right? It's not the same if someone gives you something as when you actually earn it. So when I first got invited to the front row, I remember like few different shows at the very, very beginning. It was like very smaller brands, or the brands that like have capacity to have more people, etc. And I definitely remember that it felt so special. But another thing that felt really special to me was, for example, moving rows. So like Fendi, the first time I was invited, I was fifth row, and then you're moving with years to fourth, to third, to second, and then 1 year I was front. And it felt really, really good because I thought that day would never come. It just felt like, is this day ever gonna come? So I really appreciate that.
Historically, we've done a lot of very like fitted pieces, but we're bringing this like slouchier look which we love.
That's probably my favorite.
And then denim is really big in this collection, and just like new ideas behind denim. We have this like laser printed,
beautiful.
And then over here it's multiple jeans stitched together with this like exaggerated wide leg.
Amazing.
This denim is also standout. It's also lasered. But has been frayed, so it's really special when you see it up close.
Wow, it looks even better in real life. It's cool. But do we have time?
All like on the side over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What color of thread would you like?
Pink.
And then
if you take this off, it can be like that, like super like old money vibes. But then if you put this, it's all the fun.
You get it,
right? Like
totally.
you have both.
And even like this to me is like such like a good like
wearable on repeat. Exactly. I was like, I give this to her so she can carry everything in it, right?
Perfect.
How smart. So we went from having a lot of time to now not having almost any time, having 10 minutes before needing to leave to the next show. We have to run now. So we're walking instead of being stuck in traffic to change for Off-White, and we have to leave in 10 minutes. And I haven't even tried my outfit. Wish us good luck. Okay, we're heading to the Off-White show. 11:12. The show's at 12, so we're pretty early, but it's a bit of crazy situation on the streets, so we like to not stress about it. I have some work to do before we get there so that I don't have to worry, because right after we have to shoot the Prada project, but since we're coordinating with Xenia and Caro, and considering I'm the only person in the group that doesn't have ADHD, I have to be the more composed, organized one. So yeah, I have to finish everything before so that later I can fully focus on this project. I'm very excited for the show, actually. I'm also very happy for Filippo because he brought some really cool people. I'll give you a little thing what I've heard. I think Madonna's son is working the show. I think I overheard it in some sort of conversation. You too, Annabelle? Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of cool people as well, which also makes me quite excited. Yes, Caroline?
Show me your look. Are you happy? Are you good?
I'm good. Are you good?
I have long hair, so I'm good.
Oh, love the long hair. I mean, I saw it yesterday.
You don't even look.
Yeah, I looked, and I also saw you yesterday at Kate.
But I have new long hair. When are you arriving?
I'm arriving at 11:35. Very early. Okay. I'll be like checking in people with the iPad at the door.
Same. No, you know when they wanted me to pick me up?
I know. At
10. At 10. No, they changed. And my driver was like, he was there at 10.
Stop it. At 10 I was like at another event.
What is your Prada outfit?
It's like a gray skirt and the coat. What about yours? The color?
Oh, here. This.
Like black?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're all kind of muted.
And it's black. And Senia?
I actually wouldn't know because I'm not like Caro. I didn't ask anybody. I think in a year I receive around 300 questions of Caro. Show me your look. Maybe not 300, that's exaggerated. 100, I think.
Look how cute my look is.
It's so cute. They also didn't give me a bag. I'm not even carrying any bag, but I like that a lot, by the way. That's Grace Ling, no?
Yeah, it's funny, no?
I love it, and I love Grace Ling.
Me too. Where are we shooting after, and where are you going after?
We're shooting in Brooklyn Park because the view is beautiful, and then we're separating.
But where are you going after? Because I don't want to be stranded with all my shit in Brooklyn.
I'm going to Soho, to my hotel, Dominic.
Okay, then I come with you to Dominic, and then I'm leaving from there.
Okay.
I love that answer.
Amazing. I got to take some pictures. I want to say hi to Creed.
Yeah.
Come stai?
Bene, tu? Bellissimo.
This is amazing. You guys did a good job, huh?
Is it the outfit
you look amazing. Yeah, that you were sorry.
Why are you so obsessed with someone who's just good at hitting a ball?
You should undress. I want to see what you're wearing on.
Nothing!
I love it.
I'm like Carl.
The disease we all have. Yeah, I wouldn't have.
Don't you love this compliment? Yeah, I saw this dress at a fitting, but I didn't pick it.
No, I wanted to. I wanted to. You look so good.
Sorry, guys.
question for you guys, I guess. How was I what was your impression of me when you first met me and now? This would be the funniest for Ksenia.
I'm sorry, I cannot tell.
You can tell, go honest.
No, you were such a bitch to me.
No, and now the funny thing is she's a bitch to me now and not in the beginning.
By the way, when you know you're true friends, because only true friends can say this.
So my first impression of Ksenia is like, who does this girl think she is? You know, I was like,
still think that.
I was like, is she okay? And then I realized the Ksenia code is a lot more complex. You need to like figure it out. But then when you know it, you realize
you went
she's
6 years.
so smart, and it's like such a multifaceted personality. With Caro, it's like when I first met her, I thought she was like a puppy.
And
so
now?
Sweet, a bit like, you know what thing is with Caro, when you meet her, she's almost like too much for me, like too, like immediately like too friendly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. But now I just understand it's Caro.
It's just, I just love.
You know?
I have
You're
a lot
just
of love.
like a puppy.
I just love, period.
With Sarah, I can't remember when I met you first. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Maybe a Jimmy Choo trip?
Maybe.
But I know when I first laid eyes on you, it was love at first sight.
Ah, Simon, how are you?
Good, how are you?
So good to see you.
And you too.
Congrats,
thank
this
you
looks
so
amazing.
And it's not too cold.
It's amazing.
It's all right.
Most beautiful day. Enrico, hello. Do you remember the first show you were front row seat?
No, I remember I remember the first time we were like standing at Edro.
I remember those times too.
And then we were sitting together in the car after because we were like 7 people in one car in the back of the car because we couldn't afford
each car. I remember those
such
days.
iconic times.
Do you remember the first time you were front row at the show?
It was Berlin Fashion Week.
You know what? For me, I don't remember because the first time I was front row, I just sat. I wasn't supposed to be front row. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel the same like the first time you're actually invited front row. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah.
Do you remember, Sarah, first time you were front row at the show?
You know what? My first show was like 2.5 years ago, and I remember I was shaking. Like we were coming out of the car, and I was approaching all of the street style photographers. I was like shaking. I was holding on to Bash, like Bash, I'm so nervous. That's what I remember.
Which show?
Ooh, what show? I think it was Prada.
Oh, so nice to have a first show Prada. Imagine.
It took me only 7 years.
Yeah. It took me only like 10 years to get invited to Prada, but good for some. It took me just 10 years to be invited to Prada, so yeah.
I was very lucky.
Yeah.
I think I met you there.
I told them I'm Mrs. Off-White.
I was feeling bad that I'm not wearing off-white sunglasses, but now I saw Filippo and we're wearing the same. I love it. The best sunglasses, I have to say.
So cool. Caro said I was feeling so bad I'm not wearing off-white sunglasses, but now I saw Filippo is wearing the same. Guys, look at my shoes.
Wow.
Right?
What is it?
Off-white. Yeah. I actually asked Filippo to buy them for me.
You need to put teeth.
You're right. Yeah. Anyway, the show's about to start. Okay guys, that show is over. It was really cool. Like, I mean, I saw a lot of cool people. Who did we see? Camila Cabello, obviously Arina Sabalenka, now who is the champion of US Open, women's champion. Paris Jackson, I think. Anna Wintour, of course. Alessandro Ambrosio. I like Off-White, you always get to see so many cool things, so that's always very, very nice. Besides that, the collection I thought was like really going in a direction of, I feel like it was going a little bit back to the Virgil vibes. I saw some like paper planes and plane references that was really dear and really sweet. I don't know if I lost the bottle of water that I had with me, but it was cool. We had it somewhere as well. Here it is for drinking. And yeah, overall that was a really good vibe with an incredible view so far. I think probably it's the one that my team enjoyed the most. Yeah? Yeah. And I'm very happy for you guys. So that was really cool. Now we're going to shoot the Prada project. And that's basically next on the schedule. Okay, we're changing into Prada look. Don't want to forget this. Xenia, look at my skirt. It says there's a surprise for you. Are you ready? I don't know, guys, honestly. Open the braids. Huh? Yes. Shall we open the braids? It's better, right? So it's different, the hair. Sorry, one sec. Love it. Okay. Whew. Actually, the look is so cool. We just need to figure out, look at them ready, look at their outfits, so beautiful. So we're shooting this project for Prada Amy Bag, which is basically, you're supposed to shoot with like people you care about and kind of have some connection with. Oh, Cara brought some cards. Excuse me? The main character? They're stressing me out because they're like shooting because I'm not ready yet, and they're saying they're shooting and they're like, it's okay, we got it. See, these mean girls. Mean girls! No, they're not. You're my favorite girls. Look at them, how cute. They're trying to stress me out, but no, because they need a brunette. Guys, it's lunch break. Is it lunch break? Is it even lunchtime? Yeah, 2 o'clock. Kinda, 3. Yeah, I think that's reasonable, but actually it's dinner time in Europe. I've got like the vodka pasta thingy bob from Ruby's Cafe, which we clearly liked very much. And I have to say it's good. How's yours, guys? Really? Good? I feel a bit like I have no more energy to live. It's that kind of mood, you know, when like the hair's been tight, the clothes has been a lot, the heels. I just want to like shower, have like an everything shower, like shower, moisturize and enjoy, but I can't because in 3-4 hours time we're going to a dinner at the Polo Bar. So might have a nap actually, but then if I have a nap I'll be adjusting too much to this time zone, and that's really bad because I need to come back ready for London Fashion Week, or I have a wedding in between. So anyway, I'm gonna eat now before it gets cold, and we'll update you later.
So first of all, I just want to say that this is an ambush. I just walk in, and they put me here against my.
And it wasn't even me. It was.
Yeah,
it was
your team. Against my, how do you say, volontà?
Will.
Against my will, and I don't know what they asking me. So I have no idea what you guys want from me. I had a long day, so I hope this is gonna be.
Maybe you and the microphone have the same beard.
No, the microphone is black.
Right, you're brown. But it's very similar to, look.
Haha. Okay, let's go. To prepare for Fashion Week, Tamara, first of all, start with packing. No? What's wrong?
I guess, but I don't think that's how I start.
No?
But that's okay, that's your perspective.
It is. You start packing. That's the first thing and the most stressful also. The only thing that takes a long time. You are very fast in doing everything, but when you pack, you need the whole day. No, it's not 2 hours. She started at 8 and she finished at 2 a.m. That's it.
Okay.
Mentally, she doesn't need some specific mental preparation. You are not actually prepared. It's true.
The question should be, how does Tamara's sister prepare for Fashion Week?
No, the question is, how do we prepare for your Fashion Week mentally? To, deal with you and your stress during Fashion Week. So when it comes on logistics, of course, it starts a month ago, sometimes even 2 or 3 months ago, with booking hotels, booking drivers, booking flights. Of course, the following up with all the brands, with all the outfits, with all the things that you need. But logistics.
Shopping?
You used to buy more.
Yeah, it's true.
Now it's a little bit less. I don't know why. Maybe because you need less.
I don't know.
You work with more brands. I don't know. Tamara and I stay connected. I don't think we have a specific recipe. We know how to respect each other's space, I think. Even sometimes this morning, even if this morning someone was complaining a little bit.
I actually don't think we really stay connected during Fashion Week, in all honesty.
No?
I think we're very, very individual during Fashion Week. I'm sorry, not in a bad way, but that then we're both doing our own thing and we both have so much trust and understanding in each other's job.
I think we just, the main thing is that we really respect each other job/space. So sometimes we stuck in the same room for an hour and I'm on the call and you are with your team and it's a little bit too small.
Yeah.
But most of the time I do my things, you do your things, and there is no problem.
We prioritize work during Fashion Month.
When we can, we sleep in different hotels. Sometimes it depends. Paris is more difficult. New York is the easiest Fashion Week. So New York is easier to deal with because you have less shows and I have less things to do. So it's easier. But we connect in the night. In the night, we go to bed.
I think also when we run into each other or we see each other, like today, we were after our fight show, Filippo came to give me a kiss in the middle of street style and he said, "Poopy, poopy," and I was doing street style pictures, so that's how we connect. In the morning, we have 1 hour of cuddles every morning.
No, in the morning, that's the time we have because we wake up at 6. I wake up at 6, 5:30, you at 5:30. Maybe we have 1 hour coffee, and that's
Correct. Connection done.
What I admire the most about Tamara during Fashion Week is 100% her work ethic. She's like a non-stop working, non-stop. She can be tired, she can be sick, she can be anything, but when Tamara has to work, she can be really worse conditions, health condition, she will deliver. So that's very admirable, but I think it's something that everybody knows about you.
This vlog started by first me sitting like this, then like this, and now I'm lying down because as the days are going, I don't know how is it gonna be on the 5th day, vlogging like this. Today started, as always, with the hair. I actually had 5 braids in here that I had to undo because I got a headache throughout the day, of course, because it was weighing down. But the day was actually pretty cool. It was just quite busy in the morning. So we started the day with the presentation, Veronica Beard presentation, went there to check it out. Actually, we arrived so early that the presentation hasn't even started yet, but we just wanted to be on it. It was very French Riviera inspired. Yeah, we were there, we picked some things, we rushed to the hotel because it was supposed to be like 15-minute ride, but because something was going on, it was like 40-minute drive. So I ended up quickly changing for Off-White, trying on my Prada look, which is something that I was changing into later. After that, we headed to Off-White, which was under the Brooklyn Bridge. It was like on a pier in the Brooklyn Park. And it was so beautiful. The location was really gorgeous because we could see the Brooklyn Bridge, we could see a bit of downtown Manhattan. And what was really nice is that I saw Xenia after the whole summer. You guys, I haven't seen her for a very long time. I saw Caro as well, but I already saw Caro, as you could have seen at previous shows. So I was so happy to be surrounded with my friends. That was so beautiful. So Caro, Xenia, I saw Sarah, I saw Kapi, I saw Jessica, I saw lots of my friends. And Filippo came straight from downtown fitting with Arina Sabalenka, so they came together, and I had Filippo's live location, so the moment that he came, I saw him at the show, and I was so excited because I could also congratulate her on winning the US Open. Always so excited, especially because last year she was in finals and Filippo was really cheering for her, but then this year... But Filippo, last year when you were cheering for her, you guys didn't work together, right?
No.
Wow, it's almost like you attracted that in a way. Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy.
Because today the guys asked me, when did Filippo start working with Sabalenka? And I couldn't really say when, but I knew that you really, really liked her personality ever since you watched her on the Netflix show.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like strange way of like Filippo attracting things into his life. You must have always wanted like a really wonderful fiancé with a big heart.
Yep, that's how it works. I think about it, and it happened.
Filippo is clearly very good at manifestation. Maybe he should film his law of attraction video. Then the show, it was just really beautiful. It was sunny, gorgeous day. I saw a lot of like people that I knew, like I told you guys, also a lot of people from my management team in Italy. Like it was just really nice. After the show, Caro, Xenia and I, we headed down to the Dumbo where we wanted to shoot the Prada project. But let me tell you something. As the only person with non-ADHD. So we went there to shoot the Prada project, but it ended with being like, let's shoot TikToks for Caro. And it was like, I was just like, can we just shoot? And one was like, I want an espresso. And the other one was like, but let's just film this TikTok. So I got so tired. In only that like 1 hour, I got like really tired because to actually get a project, like to just chill with them and to have fun, it's so easy, but to get a project done was really, really hard for me. And anyway, we managed because I pushed so hard and so we can actually get stuff done. So that was great. Finished that. We grabbed some food, ate in the room, and then headed back to Soho where we shot. I had to have another shower because at that point of the day, around 5 p.m., I started getting sleepy, so I had a shower. We headed to Soho, shot another project that we had to do, had some matchas, and that was today. The highlight of the day, I took like a really cool picture. I was gonna take a picture with Arina, and then we took this picture with Paris Jackson and Alessandra Ambrosio as well at Off-White. Again, the highlight of the day was sitting between Caro and Xenia at Off-White show, so we could kind of talk. And Filippo telling me that he attracted a wonderful fiancé into his life was also a highlight of the day. Besides that, he told me that I smell of garlic. But it's okay, that's still better because to some people out here, he said that their perfume smells like a woman.
Leave it, my love, leave it.
So it can be worse. Good morning, guys. It's a new day and I'm getting ready already. This morning we're heading to Carolina Herrera show, which isn't too far, but it's far enough for us to really have to like leave on time because it's Monday morning. So Monday morning traffic is never ideal in any city, I think. Just finishing up makeup. I had my morning done at 7 a.m. because, you know, just the classic straight because my look is very romantic, so I didn't want to go too girly. That's the look. Last night we had a late night. We were at the Polo Bar celebrating Arina Sabalenka, victory, which means that I'm slowly adjusting to this time zone, which is actually bad because we're going home tomorrow. So I cannot and I should not adjust to this time zone. So one thing at a time. First things first, Carolina Herrera, and then I might even get to do some well-deserved shopping today. At least I hope so. Right, Annabelle?
Of course. It's on the schedule.
On the schedule, shopping. Yes, please. I need so much help. I need here to start off. Then I need help tying the shirt back. I'll need to properly tuck it in. Don't worry about the button. Excellent. Monday morning. Guess which one of us didn't wake up this morning on time? I give you a hint, not in the video, not in the frame. The problem is I don't have a full-length mirror. I do, but it's there in the corridor. Let's have a look. That would be definitely too short. I need them to drag on the floor a bit. If it's gonna even be visible, right? It's not the best, but it's not the worst.
Can you pull them higher?
No. Okay, I'm gonna check in with the team. What's the current content that we have like, and if there's anything else we need to add. So yesterday we shot this Prada Amy bag content after Off-White show, as you guys know, because you witnessed it. And today it's already live. We just went live, actually. It's already on the ground. Ksenia, Caro and I with a joint post. And it's so funny because I asked you guys, which one of us do you think forgets her handbag everywhere she goes? And it's so funny because most people think it's Caro, but actually it's Ksenia. I witnessed her already 3 times go somewhere and forget her handbag, like in a restaurant, in a taxi, and yeah, just, you know, at an event, she would forget her bag and go home and then realize that she doesn't have her bag. It's very funny, but it was such a hectic shoot. It's good now. We are heading to Carolina Herrera. It looks like everything's under control, so I'm happy. And after this, we will have pretty much the day free. I just have to think of one caption for a post that we need to schedule in or like really send to my sister currently. So I need to brainstorm a little bit. Guys, so what can I tell you? Carolina Herrera, I think that was pretty kind of what I expected with an extra elevated touch. A lot of like 3D applications and embellishments, as well as the signature like polka dots and beautiful gowns, gorgeous looks. Like I recently wore a Carolina Herrera actually, I think in July in London for the Harrods event, and it was just like a beautiful, gorgeous dress. I think like it's such an ultimate when you're looking for a gown brand. Beautiful, beautiful collection, beautiful show. I also love a lot of mix of pink and reds personally. That's just like my kind of thing, and I think Carolina Herrera does it really well. Like the color combinations are always like spot on. As you can see, the show is beautiful. I have to say, I didn't really see many people that I knew at the show, not many influencers. So in the end, I couldn't really do many interviews for you guys, unfortunately, but I did an interview before the show. That was fun. And also, Also, after the show, obviously, you know, the street style, now we're waiting for the driver. And one of the street style photographers, he said to me, yesterday I was editing your pictures, because he shot me on the street, and he said, I was thinking, wow, all of these years that I've been shooting you on the street, since 10 years ago I remember you, and you always stayed very, very nice person. And that is something that made my day today. I mean, I'll insert, and he said, I remember even the first picture I took of you, and I'm gonna insert the picture. I told him, like, I remember you since you used to shoot for Glamour. And it's so incredible. To me, this is the best compliment someone can, like, now jokes aside, now everything aside, I have to say that the best compliment someone can tell me is like, you are a nice person, or you're nice to work with or to stay around. It just means so much to me, so it definitely made my day. So this Monday morning is rocking, okay? Thank God I put SPF on because it's very sunny. Okay guys, today's show is done. We had to work till like 3 p.m. from 11 to 3. Filippo left New York, he went to the airport, and now I get to stroll around New York City. Look at this. We're actually heading towards Soho, which is our usual destination. We are going to get maybe some matchas, some snacks, and even a little bit of shopping, because everybody wants to get something, every one of us. How cute are you? Guys, I asked you under our Instagram post, which one of us do you think leaves her bag and like at random places?
Not one said my name.
Not one person said Ksenia. I'm shook. Actually, it's Ksenia, who is known for forgetting her bags at various different locations. Not even everybody thought it was Carol.
And one person said you.
I actually was so offended when the person said maybe you. I would never. Anyway, we went to Chrome Heart shopping. Ksenia's is there because she has a personal bag.
I don't need to carry my own.
So like if you
Just
need one, I'm with Filippo. I was searching for Filippo's birthday gift, unsuccessful. Today was probably the easiest day of New York Fashion Week, which we really enjoyed, even though the morning was a little bit sort of like stressful just because of like Monday morning traffic. So Carolina Herrera show was the first one on schedule. Also, it's like really funny to watch New Yorkers watch what's going on in their city, because there are always people stopping us on the street asking like, what's going on here? Why are there so many photographers? Why are there so many people dressed up like crazy people on the street? You know what I mean? So we filmed our content, did a few little things, and then went for the best part of New York Fashion Week, which is Soho stroll and a bit of shopping. We went through many different shops like Miu Miu, and then wanted to go to a little bit of vintage shopping because it doesn't really make sense for me to shop European brands in New York. So unless it's like a US brand, so we went to What Goes Around, yeah, that's what it's called. Went to the Real Fashion Pile, where I actually got something. So you will be surprised, but I picked a gorgeous piece from Hermes at Fashion Pile. And I'm not going to reveal it to you right now, but I think you will see it in my London Fashion Week vlog. I had a little, like, nice little stroll and very, very early dinner because it's not even dark yet. And the day is over, so I can have an early sleep and wake up tomorrow ready for the last day of New York Fashion Week. Last hairstyle of New York Fashion Week, huh, Alex?
Yes.
Frank Provo team's doing some magic this morning for all the girls, and I'm gonna have like a low, long ponytail with some like accessories on that I'm very, very excited for, actually, if I'm honest. I think it's gonna look fabulous. I have two like important things to do today and some shoots in before. So we're getting ready, glammed early so that we can proceed with the day. It's gonna be a good one. How was the fashion week, guys? Happy?
Yes, of course.
Success?
Yes.
Any drama?
No.
No drama?
No. Never drama.
Wow.
Only happy girls.
That's very, very good. No, I think I have enough looks. Okay, I'm gonna send now the looks. Even though we're in New York, we're selecting looks for the fashion shows in Milan already. Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody will be happy to know that the food has arrived. What have we got? I got a porridge, because I love this porridge. There's this cafe here in Soho called Gotan. Wow, it looks so good. I'm so jealous.
But we can all share this. I got it for
Nom 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 nom. It's really good snacks food, and also in the winter February Fashion Week it's really nice because it's like soups and warm stuff, so you don't always have to eat like sandwiches and join the juice, which we love, but you know, we don't need to eat it every single day. We need to leave in 1.5 hours. I think also we're kind of all a bit relieved, almost packed, but I came with one empty luggage, and for some reason the luggage is full, and I don't understand how. Nobody understands how. Filippo, because he's such a gentleman, bless him, he was like, I'm gonna bring one luggage so you don't have to carry it. So now, this is a great idea when you're traveling with with a car, with whatever. But with a plane, if you pack batteries, you cannot put it in the luggage. So then, it's just bulky for a bag like this.
It's also not really aesthetic.
And the one that I gift to my assistant is designer. But I have a U green, okay, U green, but she got a Bulgari one. We're having a good time. Guys, this is my Michael Kors outfit, by the way. It's pretty iconic, like a brown sparkly dress with these rings on the side. It's pretty naked. Do you like it?
I love it.
So, yeah? It's team pizza time. This is the best time of Fashion Week. Usually at the end of Fashion Week, this is what we do. We have pizzas. You guys had to see this because it was fantastic, and the pizza is really good. So if you're in Soho, head to Ristorante Napoli Pizza. Highly recommend. Well, off we go to the last fashion show of New York Fashion Week. I have to say, I had a little like re-zhuzh, and obviously you guys seen me. I just moisturized in the car. I was telling my team, during Fashion Week, my skin gets more dry than ever. I'm changing outfits constantly, you know, which means that like I'm constantly like rubbing my skin with like different jeans and clothes and tight things, and then just get like a bit like dry. So I was just like moisturizing to get like that extra nice little glow. And we're heading to, I honestly do not even know the address, but I can see that we're currently in around Chelsea. This is I think my favorite color. One of this and burgundy are my favorite colors for this coming autumn season. It's like warm chocolate. Excited to see the collection, but also I have to say at this point, always looking forward to go home a little bit.
You look amazing. She looks amazing.
You always look amazing. I was like, how can your baby be so cute? You need to give me some tips.
How was the week for you?
Okay, you?
I did Ralph Lauren, and then I just got here last night. Yeah, first and last day.
so beautiful to see how loved is Michael Kors, especially here in New York. All of his friends and like incredible celebrities like A-list always attend the show. Anyway, what a beautiful, beautiful day in New York. And we have one more thing to go to, which is Boucheron Cocktail, but it's going to be in a very, very special building. And we were informed that it'll be quite tricky to create a lot of content. But I'm going to change quickly at the hotel and then we're going to head to the cocktail, but I'm not sure how much more I'm going to be able to vlog over there. So what we're going to try is just show you the jewelry pieces, which I think are spectacular. Guys, this was like, you don't understand. I said to the guys, maybe we should film it for the vlog because it's like, we had to leave the room today, right? Because I'm leaving in like literally like an hour to the airport. And all the luggage is now in this car, but we still have one more stop to go to. And it's so funny because I was literally changing from one dress to the other dress at the reception. And at one point we were like, this is so chaotic. We were like returning back the Michael Kors sample to the reception, which is so funny. So funny, and then changing into another look and now putting on these gorgeous Boucheron jewels. Honestly, this is just stunning. It's exceptional. I have to say, there are a few pieces from Boucheron that I would really like to own. One of them is the ring, the 3-motif ring. I love so much, or even 2-motif ring. I love it. It's stunning. Tonight, I'm gonna be very lucky to be adorned in some lovely pieces, which I'm gonna show you as soon as I put them on. And it's a wrap! New York Fashion Week is done, which means 1/4 of this month is over. It somehow feels quite light and fun. I guess it's been many years. I've addressed this before and kind of like turned back on the difference between New York Fashion Weeks at the beginning and New York Fashion Weeks now. Like what's more stressful and what's lighter on the soul and on the body. I think that today I thought of something, and my career kind of goes in a way like, imagine a stone and a water dropping, and I feel like I'm the water drop and the stone is fashion industry. Like it doesn't go through it. It goes very slowly. So like if you imagine a drop of water dripping onto a stone, it's making a hole over years, and eventually it will finally make a dent large enough to make an impact. And I feel like my career is a little bit like that. It takes me long time, but I'm very persistent, so I'm dropping every single time. Like consistency is very, very, very important to me. Every season we try to do something a little bit new for you, so we created this a little bit new format of talking, and hopefully in like London, Milan and Paris I'll try and get involved more people as well to talk to the camera. Fingers crossed. If you guys like that, we will try and continue doing the same thing. Let me know if you have any thoughts. Another thing to say is thank you so much for watching as always. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for following along New York Fashion Week. We still have London, Milan and Paris to go.